We made it. It's Friday. I got through the week with lots of coffee. This Friday episode is brought to you by coffee. It's delectable. It's delicious. It's got caffeine in it. And it's great. It's good for you. I don't care what anyone says. I think coffee's good for you. Black coffee, probably. Probably don't add all the sugar and the milk and whatever else. But black coffee, I think, is great for you. So there you have it. Powered by coffee. Also my sponsor right now because it's coffee. We are here. It's Friday. This weekend, college football, huge slate of games. But I just want to ask my Cowboy and Sooner fans, how are you feeling about your games this weekend? I don't care about the rest of the games for this episode because from Oklahoma, I went to Oklahoma State. Cowboys fan, obviously. I grew up a Sooners fan. That's a whole other story. But I want to know how you guys are feeling after 2 weeks, 2 games that we've seen. Last week, obviously, I talked about it, Arkansas, Oklahoma State, and then Houston, Oklahoma. Those were 2 ugly games that I don't think either team, either Oklahoma or Oklahoma State, really should have won, but they did. And so now we're going into this new week, new games tomorrow. Let's hit the Cowboys real quick. Oklahoma State plays at Tulsa. I guess it's a rivalry. It's in the same state. It's like an hour and a half away from each other. I don't know what rivalry it could be called. Or it might even have a name, and I don't even know. But Oklahoma State is favored by 18.5 points. I'm not a betting man. I don't bet on sports. But if I were to bet on this game, I'm betting Tulsa. I think Oklahoma State wins outright, but I think it's closer than 18.5 points because I looked back and last season, Oklahoma State won 10 games, counting their bowl game. But out of those 10 games, only 1 game did they win by more than 18 points. So, and that was against Cincinnati. So I don't know. Kevin Wilson, Tulsa coach, is a great coach. He's a great head coach. He coached at OU for a while, Indiana. But I think that Oklahoma State wins, but I don't think it's by more than 18.5. I think it's by more like 12 to 14. So there you go. Those are just facts and stats of last season. I know it's a new season, but you know what? We could even go look at Oklahoma State's last 2 games this season. Let's do it real quick here. This season, we beat South Dakota State, who's FCS Division II, whatever they are. We beat them by 24. It's a Division II team. And then last week, Arkansas had to go to double overtime to win by 8. So those are just the facts and stats. I don't think Oklahoma State covers the 18.5. So there you have it. I think it will be a fun, good game. I think Oklahoma State wins. I'm a little nervous, not going to lie, just because of last week. Although I think Arkansas is a better team than everyone thinks. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I think everyone does think Arkansas is a decent team. It was close. So, but Tulsa, I know, is a little lower tier. They're not in the SEC. But I'm just going off the numbers, like I said. So Oklahoma State, I think, wins by 2 touchdowns tomorrow in Tulsa. I'm excited about that one. And then let's talk about the Sooners. They squeaked by last week against Houston thanks to their defense. I'm not sure how their offense is going to fare this week. They scored 0 points in the second half last week. So there's only one way to go, I guess, and it's up. Unless you give up a safety and no points, then you're down. Is that how that works? Then you're like -2 for scoring if you don't. I don't know. Anyways, Sooners are favored by 13.5, which, I mean, after last week, they're showing against Houston. And then let me look real quick here. Oklahoma, I mean, they are 2-0, but you know, they smoked Temple 51-3. So they can put up the points, right? But I don't know what happened last week against Houston. The offense kind of just faltered and fell apart. You know, they only put up 16 points. So, well, 14 points. Their offense did. 2 of those points were from a safety. And so Oklahoma The Sooners are favored, like I said, by 13.5. I think they cover that. I think they bounce back. I think they got some of their problems worked out. I think they bounce back against Tulane this week. So it is a sellout. Both games are sellouts. Cowboys, Tulsa, that's a sellout in Tulsa, and then the OU game against Tulane in Norman is sold out. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do both teams win? Who wins? Who loses? Do they cover? Again, I'm not a betting man, but I would take OU. That OU wins by more than 13.5, and I think Oklahoma State wins, but by less than the 18.5 right now that game is at. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy college football. Have fun. Be safe. And if you do something stupid, make sure you record it and put it on YouTube so we can all see. See ya.